Carl's breath beat hot in his chest, his heart a tight, glowing coal, his lungs burning despite the fresh moonlight air rushing past his face. He scrambled gracelessly across an untended field, lurching awkwardly as obstacles leapt into his path. A discarded piece of wood could easily mean a sprained ankle, an unluckily placed rabbit hole, a broken leg. Must stay alert, can't miss anything. The unfamiliarity of the field and the nighttime stillness deranged his senses beyond any reasonable frame of mind. For a moment, Carl would think he was safe, that no one was chasing him, that the only sounds besides the rushing wind were his own footsteps and breathing. Then, within the same second, he was just as certain someone was directly behind him, hand inches from his shoulder, shotgun muzzle aimed at his back. Had he been running for seconds? Minutes? Hours? It was impossible to know. Finally, Carl dared to slow minutely and shoot a quick glance over his shoulder. No one. All was quiet. Deciding to risk a more exhaustive look, he braked to a slow trot, 20 yards shy of the tree line, and dove behind a fallen tree trunk. In the distance, the chittering static buzz of locusts filled the air in a swell. As it died down, Carl could faintly distinguish an 18-wheeler passing on the highway. Damn, he thought, probably could have flagged that one down. During the 20 years Carl had been in law enforcement, Americans had become significantly more skittish about picking up hitchhikers, and not having his badge to wave as reassurance would make it that much harder. Then again, who the hell trusts cops either anymore? Carl couldn't help smirking bitterly to himself. A mistake he immediately realized as his freshly split lip twinged with pain. He winced at the coppery taste on his tongue, but managed to keep from making even the slightest sound. As he landed, Carl had automatically modulated his breathing the way he'd been taught at Quantico Academy. Even considering the nocturnal quietude of the surroundings, it would be all but impossible for anyone to hear him. He'd also started counting seconds as soon as he hit the ground, attempting to reassert some objective time frame. 1 paranoia, 2 paranoia, 3 paranoia. 60 paranoia, 1 minute. 120 paranoia, 2 minutes. 300 paranoia, 5 minutes. Still not a sound. Tentatively, Carl raised his head above the log and surveyed his surroundings, taking special care to note anything that might indicate the glint of moonlight reflecting off a metal gun barrel or glass scope. Nothing. Carl counted off another 5 minutes, during which he heard only wind, insects, his pulse pounding in his ears, and his own measured breaths. As he hit 600, he gingerly rose to his feet and stepped toward the road. But the moment his foot touched the ground, a high-powered flashlight beam blinded him, and he knew the game was over. I was wondering how long you were going to lie there in the dirt looking the wrong way, guy. Considered shooting you in the back just to end the suspense, but I was enjoying myself too much. The look on your face might have been worth it, though. The flashlight snapped off with a click. As the stars cleared from his vision, Carl saw a rifle barrel pointed directly at his chest. The gun's handler leaned against a trunk at the edge of the tree line, as casually as if waiting for a bus. He clipped the flashlight to his belt, placed a cigarette between his lips, lit it, and grinned. Plus, I was dying for a smoke. Without taking his eyes from Carl or moving the end of the barrel as much as a millimeter, the man reached his free hand around the side of the tree and tossed a shovel at Carl's feet. It landed with a loud clang. Despite his training, Carl flinched. The man inhaled deeply on his cigarette and dipped the gun barrel down toward the shovel. Pick it up, he instructed, smoke curling from his nostrils. Carl remained motionless. The man smiled. Go on, pick it up. Don't go getting any ideas about trying to whack me with it, though. Trust me, you'd regret it.